Greetings, males, females, and extraterrestrials. It's a cold day outside. Probably can't see the glare of all that snow out there. You can see the red line of the porch. And then, the road and stuff. But right between that red line and that road, it's all snow. Pretty cold out. So I'm, dressed warm. And yeah, bro, I eat about every 3 to 4 hours, no less than 500 calories a meal. It doesn't matter. If I eat 450 calories, I'm still hungry. Most of the time, if I eat only 500 calories, depending on what it is, I'm still hungry. But higher protein keeps you full longer, and so does fat. And I work out when I can. I don't really do legs because I walk 8 miles a day, 5 days a week. And yeah, my legs are cramping and stuff. My calf is already kind of sore and hurting still. So, I don't really do a lot of leg workouts. And I don't really do abs because everything's pretty tight, and I don't care to, have my abs pop and see them and be toned and whatever. But anyway, late workout today. Had some stuff I had to do first. Today is Triceps. It's a Wednesday, but got a couple days off this week, so back to back. So I'm doing one and doing another and doing another and whatever, so on. Whatever I need to do, I'll do, and then figure it out. But today, we're not doing the pre-Candy Bliss. We're gonna do the sample packet they sent me of charged blueberry kiwi. It's alright flavor. It's kind of tart and tangy, and it's like a little bit. I think if I'm remembering the right one. But this one has more caffeine, and I feel like I kind of struggled to get through my last push workout. I mean, yeah, the last time it was later in the day too. But you got to get your workouts in when you can. Sometimes you just got to skip them because you got too much other important stuff. And when I start getting more acclimated into my work, and I'm not so tired when I come home, I'm going to start doing workouts after work. So hopefully that gets going pretty soon. Hopefully that gets going pretty soon, and yeah. Might not be a great angle for this videotaping. So I'm right here. I guess that'd work. I want good lighting for when I'm doing the workout. Be able to see. I don't have to turn on the overhead light. I mean, yeah, it puts out a lot of light. Lights up the room enough. But I like the natural lighting better. Artificial light sucks. Hurts my eyes. But let's get into this late workout. I can't do it. But, you know, I don't like having caffeine after one because I don't sleep at night. But having a few days off in a row, even if I don't have caffeine, I sometimes like to stay up and enjoy myself. Play some video games, watch YouTube, watch movies, TV shows, sleep. You know, catch up on some sleep maybe. Spend some time with my son if he's home and, you know, he's not at his grandma's or somewhere at school or whatever. But I think we're going to sip this one kind of slow because it is 375 milligrams of caffeine, and that's caffeine anhydrous. So, you know, the body, it gets absorbed into the body a lot faster and, you know, more bioavailability. But I think I'm pumping out pretty decently. I mean, if I could work out more consistently, more days a week than just 2 or 3. I mean, sometimes 4, but I'm on a part-time schedule and don't have a set schedule, so it's all just kind of random. You know. Except for the one specific day off that is my religious day that I ask, or I don't ask. I just tell them I need this day off. It's for my religion, and they have to give it to me. It's not a unreasonable request. It smells good, but it's flippin' potent. Waking me up just smelling it. But it's like 1:45, so I've been awake for, you know, quite a while already. The taste is like a kick. But then all that caffeine too is like a kick. So, let's not get into a big, long, ranting and raving conversation thing with myself here. And let's get into this workout. Because if I don't be careful, the caffeine might end up making me talk too much. Fix the angle here. Set everything up. Make sure it'll still fit in the video. That looks like that's better. And yeah, I don't always keep my legs straight. I let them droop. You know what? Doing it this way, I don't see where it really matters. I'm putting my feet up, so that's making more weight, putting more weight on my arms. If I were to have my body at an angle like this, a good strong incline, it would be putting more weight on my arms. But, you know, having your feet up creates instability, challenges your core. If I had my med ball, I like doing that. It doesn't raise it up as high, but it causes more stability, uncontrolled stability, which I have to engage my core more to combat it. So what, that was like 2? Just to show you really, but it still counted. What the hell is going on here? Sorry, this thing is a damn piece of crap. I really need to get a new one.
This is where we fight! This is where they die! This is Years ago, when the job came ashore,
I think that's better, yeah.
the Spartans went to war. Joined by the brothers of you against the fateful horde. Panic, arms set aflame, the hot gate calls their name. The final stand, stop the Persians stealing land. For our war, leave to fall, and live forever. See 300 men, slaughter, martyrs, glory and death. Spartans will never surrender. Morning has broken. Today they're fighting in the shade. When arrows blocked the sun they fell. Tonight they died in hell. A traitor's hand, secret passage to the light. Know his name, know his shame. We're lost forever.
Sparta! Hellas! Then and again, sing of 300 men! Slaughter! Persians! Glory and death! Spartans will never surrender! Ooh! Ah!
Spartans never retreat. Spartans never surrender. Spartans, prepare for glory.
And I don't just do a lot of leg work. You know, I don't just walk the 8 miles and count that as my leg workout. I mean, yeah, it works the abductors and the hams on me really strongly. I need to work more glute. I don't really need to work a lot of calf. I mean, maybe the deeper one, the soleus, I think it's, no, the gastroc, or however you say it. I think one or the other. One that's deeper in and actually fills the calf out more. And find me a good day where I'm off the next day, maybe after work. Yeah. Maybe that's where I'll start with my after work workouts on legs. On a day when I'm off the next day. So I can just hang my legs up to dry. And just do some calves plus some glutes. Of course, Bulgarian splits. Those are great. I love those. They're brutal. I love them. Probably because they're so brutal and they do great. But also at work, you know, I'm pushing, walking. I mean, a decently heavy cart. One of the carts is heavier than the other kind. I can't barely even pick it up. I mean, it took a minute. It took a bit. I was like trying to lift it and the hell? It's heavier than I thought it would be. I finally, you know, put some oomph into it and got it. I just did it for fun to see how heavy it was. Because the ones at Walmart are aluminum. You pick them up over your head and just military press them easy. But these ones are like 3 by 3 totes long and wide, or tall, I mean. 1 tote wide. But they got some weight and length to them. But when I slam on my brakes, I do this. See, I'm walking, I jump back and do flipping calf raises and jump back and slam on the brakes with the calves. So that's a lot of calf work there. And I'm squatting a lot all day long. Squatting down, picking up heavy stuff, putting heavy stuff down, all that. So that's why back of my legs are freaking screaming and tired at the end of the day. By the time I get home, I walk at least 8. The other day was like 8.4, so you know, 8 or 9 miles a day, 5 days a week. So I got my leg workout in. Maybe do a little bit of leg touch-ups after work one day. But I don't need to do, you know, full, long leg workout videos like I have before. My legs are pretty powerful as it is. I can kick someone and put them into a seizure and make them cry. Boom! People, like, he was kicking me. Like, with the toes. I mean, for one, not a lot of force like that. Unless, like, you're a professional soccer player or something, or you specifically work that muscle and that force right there. But you could also break a toe. Even if you curl your toe in, you could break that some beach. I said beach, like the kind with the sand. And so you kick like this with the heel. Or I usually have better balance than that. I don't know what the heck's going on. Hit him with the instep, or the heel, or the balls of your toes, or all the above, and just stomp that trucker. Or horse kick, donkey kick, whatever you call it. Boom! That. I put holes in walls with that. Anyway. That's really all I wanted to say. It's a little rant while I let my arms recover. I got a lot of wisdom and knowledge up here. 38 years since yesterday. 38 years of traveling, gathering knowledge, turning it into wisdom, learning from people, things to do and things not to do, and, you know, studying what I've studied and everything. Some of it I like to share with people. Some of it I like to share with everyone. Some of it I share with only a select few. some of it, I can't really share it with you until I see you doing something and I say, hey, there's a better way to do that. And I'll show you my life hack.
All who know the 300 Spartans gave their last breath to defend it.
But when you're doing the push-ups, when you're doing the push-ups, I mean, you can have your arms like this, out like this, but that is not very safe for your shoulders, pushing like that. And you also don't generate as much force pushing like that. When you go to push, like, saying you're helping your friend push his truck out of a mud hole because he got stuck, or, you know, snow. You're not going to push the vehicle like this. You're going to push it like this. You generate more force because you're involving more muscles. But up here, you know, you get more, and you could have impingement, whatever sort of problems that you really don't want. I mean, if you want them, go ahead, keep them to yourself, because most of us don't. And you might think you want them until you have them, and then you're looking for a way to get rid of them. I mean, there's some people that's like that too, but I'm not going into that. See, told you, all this caffeine kind of make me want to have a chat. But you want to work the chest, keep your arms in. See, not a lot of chest there. Like no chest there. A lot of chest. And you keep your chest in the forefront. And yeah, your shoulders will jump in too, because that's just what they do. Your muscle, all your muscles work together. The only way to turn that off, maybe like shoot some like Novocaine or, you know, something into that muscle. But how are you going to keep it localized? How are you going to keep it in just that muscle to keep that muscle turned off? It'll get, unless you inject it straight into the muscle fibers, and it doesn't get in your bloodstream and go throughout your body, but that could be very detrimental to the muscle. So we don't want that. Okay, let's get this 5 more. So you keep your elbows in. And it hits the chest more.
Thunder racing through our veins, one breath provokes a storm.
Lightning floods the iron chains, our limbs start to reform.
Frontier gloves of blood in seconds.
Let us flourish on its sting, feast on its sting. We face the heat and fight the storm raging in our head. We walk this road and won't step back till we're among the dead. Muscles tight, made of steel, flesh delight. We are born out of storm and thunder, tear the world asunder. In the darkest hour, pumping iron power.
Put our hands on iron bars and lift them to the sky. Spin a cloud and fight the waves and make us fly. While we watch our muscles growing, they grow larger than they should. The muscles should. We face the heat and fight the storm, raging in our head. While this road it won't step back, we're among the dead. Flex, muscles tight. Made of steel, flesh delight. We are born out of storm and thunder rays. Tear the world asunder, fend in the darkest hour, pumping iron power. You're a war machine. Sweat, the world has never seen. Right, it's destiny. Storm, lasts eternally.
Right back.
Muscles tight, made of steel, flesh delight.
We are born out of storm and thunder, tear the world asunder. In the darkest hour,
Pumping iron power. Flex, muscles tight, made of steel, flesh delight. We are born out of storm and thunder rays. Tear the world asunder, in the darkest hour, by the hands of power.
You start to feel. No, not there yet. You start to feel fatigue. But this is where the growth comes from. Wait, no!
Counting all the assholes in the room. Well, I'm definitely not alone. Well, I'm not alone. You're a liar, you're a cheater, you're a fool. Well, that's just like me, you. I know you too. Mr. Perfect don't exist, my little fan. And I tell you that again. And I do it again. Counting all the assholes in the room. Well, I'm definitely not alone. Well, I'm not alone. Look deep into yourself before you play. All others for betrayal. Not for betrayal. Our love is so easy to say and easy to fail. And to do again. When the music seems to cut through and the language to the colors. Well, I turn my back and go far. All the better fixing all day. Well, maybe you think you're safe, but I read you like a letter, like a letter. Your time do not even stand pain. It fills me with regret, and you do it again. When the music seems to come through, and the language to the colors. Well, I turn my back and go far. All the better fixing all day. Well, the music seems to come through, and the language to the colors. Well, I turn my back and go far. All the better fixing all day.
Almost.
And the case of you are telling, now you gotta say about us. So I flip my back to us here. Thank you very much for listening.
blaze, I'll wander through this black night. I ponder the edge of our mighty swords did clash, fallen by our axes, helmet smashed.
Glory and fame, blood is our name. Full of wonder, hearts of steel. Killers of men, a warrior's friend. Sworn to avenge our fallen brothers to the end.
Steel, guys, love you. Love your products. Some of them, better than others. Of course, that's personal opinion. And I would definitely say yes if you guys wanted to sponsor me. But, I'm not big enough, probably. But it would be great for you all to sponsor me because I've made a great transformation from where I used to be. I was a twig. I mean, I still had tone, but I wasn't muscular. I was skinny and toned, and had decent strength for my size. And I've been working out quite a while, like 10 more years. Well, really, before I had my son, and he's almost 8. So, a few years before I had him, it's pretty much when, soon after me and his mom got together, I met one of her friends. He was into working out and taught me a lot of the basics. And like to-dos and to-don'ts and a few things. Then I met another one of her friends later on, and he's a power lifter, and he was teaching me a bunch of stuff. And showing me YouTube channels. He's like, I know you're not really into hypertrophy, you don't really work for hypertrophy much, so this channel isn't really geared towards that, but it's still a good one to follow. Still got good tips and advice and, stuff that could be applied across the board, like natural glant bodybuilding. Shout out. And Steel has just helped me push myself further and recover even better. Muscle Milk, you guys are, dare I say it, okay. But you guys kind of suck. Your protein single bottle milks, so chalky and dry. It's the driest wet I've ever came across. And it doesn't always taste that great. Steel supplements, their protein powder is it's just on spot. Like, it's perfect. They have so many different flavors. Their blueberry muffin, oh my god, it's delicious. Their cookies and cream, oh, it is heavenly. Their another flavor I really like is, I can't think of it. Their pumpkin was really good. Their peppermint was amazing. Like, all their flavors are really great. Even their vanilla pie or whatever it's called. I'm not a huge fan of vanilla. Like, I like vanilla ice cream occasionally, but I'd rather have something else with more flavor and more bang to it than just freaking vanilla. But their vanilla is good. Not a huge fan of Snickerdoodle, so I don't really like their Snickerdoodle. But there's people out there who love Snickerdoodle. You'll probably love it. But you have so many different flavors to choose from. Coffees and, like I said, cookies and cream. There's a banana pancakes. It's to die for. Okay? So, guys, girls, extraterrestrials, head on over to steelsupplements.com. Check them out. I had a code to give you, I would be throwing it out like a frisbee. I don't know. But yeah, check them out. They're amazing. They got pre-workouts, post-workouts, intro workouts. They've got protein. They've got creatine, but they call it ATP fusion. And they've got multivitamins, vitamin C, probiotic, test boosters in case you need that. I mean, they have so much stuff. And then they have the cups. They have a drawstring sports bag. They have shirts. They have a neck sleeve thing for like COVID mask. No sleeves though. It's not the mask, it's the sleeve. They have a towel. Nice little sweat mop. Like, seriously. Run over to steelsupplements.com and browse their site a little bit. I'd say tell them I sent you, but I wouldn't really give you any benefit. If I had a code recently, I'd give you the code and let you guys use that, but it's probably a code they send out to everybody. So, I don't have a special code. Maybe one of these days. Anyway, let's see if we can get this last 20 push-ups in and then get on with the rest of this workout. But see, my energy depletes as the day goes on. I have all the energy in the morning when I wake up and eat. And then as I go throughout the day, burn through everything, my arms, my body gets tired to the point where I'm just like, not want to do nothing, just lay there and vegetate. Which is also something I like to bring up to you all. There's a certain special compound in nature, naturally occurring. Our body has receptors to it. And this is a chemical compound, whatever you want to call it, naturally occurring, helps to fight pain, a whole bunch of physical ailments. It helps people have an appetite. It helps with, cancer, glaucoma, menstrual cramps, like so many different medical uses to it. And I mean, it has great construction uses to it too. You can make concrete and wood and paper and all types of stuff from it. But anyway, when taken after a workout, even a big, long, huge workout that I know I get sore from, and I'm sore for like 2-3 days after, if I take it after my workout, I eat one of the gummies or consume the liquid, like a cough syrup thing, I'm not sore or as sore afterward, and I still have the same amount of gains as I would have even being sore. So special little thing you all might want to check out. And maybe if it's your type of thing, try it yourself after a workout. It doesn't have proteins in it, like a lot of proteins that, like a protein shake, but it helps with the soreness afterward, but you still have the same amount of gains. So it's crazy to me, and I just wanted to throw that out there. 3-letter compound, naturally occurring in nature. I'm not saying it on this platform, so if you all want to know what I'm talking about, comment or send me an email at primalviking1269@gmail.com. PRIMALVIKING 1269 at Gmail. Definitely should be able to get these last 20 in. I was a little too long of a rest, but sometimes it's needed, I guess. I don't like it all the time, but
One day too, I may fall. I will enter Odin's hall. I will die, sword in hand. My name and my deeds will scorch the land. Glory and fame, blood is our name. Souls for the thunder, hearts of steel. Killers of men, a warrior's friend. Sworn to avenge our fallen brothers. Sons of the gods, today we shall die.
open Valhalla's door. Battle begin with swords in the wind. Hail, gods of war!
Sons of Odin we form, of a hammer of Thor. Ride down from the sky. Another is born, another shall fall. This day men will
Warrior fame, blood is a name. Souls of thunder, hearts of steel. Killers of men, warriors friend. Sworn to avenge our fallen brothers to the end.
of the gods. Today we shall die. Open Valhalla's door. Let the battle begin with swords in the wind. Hail, gods of war. Sons of the gods. Today we shall die. Open Valhalla's door. Let the battle begin with swords in the wind. Hail, gods of war.
Gotta put the boss on. Hail! Gods of War!
Onward into the heart of the battle fought the
Sons
sons
of
of Odin.
Odin.
Outnumbered many times, still they fought on. Blood poured forth from their wounds.
Deep into the earth. Vultures waited for the broken shells that once were bodies.
But
Odin alone would choose the day they would enter Valhalla. And in their hour of need, he sent forth unto them the Berserker rage. Now, gods of men, they rose up from the ground screaming like wild animals. Such is the gift of absolute power. No blade or weapon could harm them. They killed men and horses alike, and all who stood before them died that day. Hail, gods of war! Roar! I don't know, but this music gets me pumped. That's why I listen to it while I work out, and while I work, and while I walk to work, when I can, if I can.
For peace and justice gone and the thoughts that made in vain. It's a bit of black and the evil of the war. The 1,500 men have entered the cellars at the door. Zulus attack, fight back to back. Show them no mercy and fire at will. Kill or be killed. Facing or waiting, our horse lies there. Unused frontier, the end is near. There's no surrender, the lights must fall. The story told, who's in control? Nature of the faithful day as they head towards the drift. Stacking boxes, fortified preparations must be swift. Spears and shields are off and high facing uniforms and arms. As the rifles fly as they cross high and insulate the sound of guns. Zulus attack, fight back to back. Show them no mercy and fire at will. Kill or be killed. Facing or waiting, our horse lies there. A new frontier, the end is near. There's no surrender, the lights must fall. The story told, who's in control? It's 79, what have you held the line? When the last stand was slain, and the empire slain. Zulus attack, fight back to back. Show them no mercy and fire at will. Kill or be killed. Facing or waiting, our horse lies there. A new frontier,
The end is near. There's no surrender.
the lights must fall. The story told, who's in control? Our horse lies there. A new frontier, the end is near. There's no surrender, the lights must fall. The story told, who's in control? for the end of days. We conquer the land, the Bible in hand, the glory of war and praise. Are you brave for the fight and race? With power and pride and God on our side, we follow the holy way. Stand and scream for all the world today. Raise your fist, evangelist. Raise your fist,
Alright, that's done for the triceps. Now, on to the frickin' chest. Floor flies, floor press, and coffin press. At least that's what I was told it's called, coffin press. And you just one weight, pushing it up in front of you, right here like that. And that's just as a finisher, because before all that, I spent, like, by the time I reached the coffin press, I'm spent. And that's just a little last end the move thing. But I'm going to end this here, record this next part. So it's going to be a two-parter, but this time it's not going to say part 1, part 2, part 1, part do, or do, however you say that. I forgot. Do. Yeah. Part 1, part do. I don't remember what 1 is in French. I took French class, but not as much I remember of it. And if you stuck around this long, I like to say one thing in French that I know. Fous-toi. And but you know, just messing around there. Unless I know you and I don't like you. The fous-toi is just a little thing I wanted to say there at the end. Talking about French, and the only thing in French I really remember other than derriere, I mean, everyone knows that. For the most part, everyone. I might need to trim that up a little bit. Anyway, end it here, and I'll record the second part and posting it afterward. See, I work a lot of rotation. That's why my obliques are a little bigger. So I don't have to do a lot of leg workouts. I don't have to do a lot of ab workouts. I focus on what needs the most attention, what needs the most focus. Chest, triceps, biceps, back, shoulders. That's about it. Maybe start throwing in some head and neck workouts. And start throwing in some glutes and calves too a little bit. But that's still to be determined. But anyway, let's move on to the rest of this.